My name is Phaith with a PH Montoya. I always have just been like, my name was originally with an F for a majority of my life, but when I was younger, I thought it was like so quirky because like names are so forgettable when you meet people. So I would always just be like, hi, my name's Phaith with a PH. And like people would be like, really? And I'd be like, no, but now you're not gonna forget my name. And then I just changed it once I graduated from college because I felt like it was a lot more easy to recognize with social media and things. Like I feel like Montoya is pretty recognizable and Phaith is too. So I was like, how could I be different? And it stuck and I feel like I really love it now.
So what's your expertise?
My expertise? I don't even know if I'm an expert in anything, but I like to dabble in a lot. I feel like I would say I kind of know how to get my way around TikTok and whatnot, and using the app. I've always really loved like cinematography and videos and things like that and editing. But I think what people would assume that my expertise is on is just, not caring what my size is and doing whatever I want anyways. I think that me shaving my head 3 years ago is a big indicator of that. A lot of people say that bigger women, like we should have our hair to like hide our size a little bit. I mean, all women are told that. But I was just like, I'm gonna show my whole face, even if that includes my cheeks and whatnot, and embrace it. And I feel like I really found a new way to just fall in love with myself every single week. I feel like it was multiple things kind of all happening at once. I read in a magazine when I was in high school that every woman should shave her head once in her life, that it's just a life-changing thing. And I would always tell my friends about it in high school and they would like laugh at me and they'd be like, you're never gonna do that. My hair was always super long growing up. Like they used to call me like Rapunzel, and I was like, one day I will. And after college, I went through a really bad breakup. I moved to a new city. I lost my job because of COVID. Everything in the world kind of came crashing down, and it was one of those like, when you have nothing else to lose, why not just get rid of it all? So yeah, I shaved my head, and honestly, it changed the whole trajectory of my life. And so that magazine, wherever I read, was true, because I feel like not only do I look at myself differently, the world looks at me differently. I don't know, it's like a before me and after me whenever I shave my head, and those are two different people. I feel like that question is kind of hard because I feel like I find inspiration from just all women in general. I know that sounds like such a generic answer, but I used to be a teacher, and I even found sometimes like my own students, the girls, like they would inspire me, and just how tenacious they are to just live in a society the way that it is today, especially with social media. Like you have so much access to things that kind of mess with your mind and your brain. So to just show up every day, as your most brilliant and beautiful self, I think that like, to me, that's inspiring. And I find inspiration from somebody like my grandma or women that I just meet that are kind to me and that like tell me my fly is open. I feel like women, we just have such a sisterhood, and I think it is so beautiful that I try to find inspiration from the women all around me. Even other influencers that I watch that they don't even know me, I'm just like, oh, you inspire me. So yeah, I feel like that's kind of vague, but it is true. I try to find inspiration from all the women around me.
What that community feels like?
I am nothing without my community. I feel like having enough humility to be like, I can't do this on my own has literally saved my life. As somebody that's been open about like struggling with mental health, I feel like the community I had behind me even before social media, it was small, but it was mighty, and I feel like it pushed me into the place that now, even if I have, a few million followers, like that community, it means everything to me. Every single one of those people that comment, uplift me, that like, that show love, that, I feel like they're always like, oh, you really keep me going. And I'm like, you keep me going. I get a lot of comments or messages that are like, I wore a bikini the first time this summer, or I'm 60 years old and I finally put on a dress because I never thought I'd look good in one, And I think even though they say that I help them do that, they help me to continue on in the things that I do by those sentiments that they give me. So I just feel like it's it's needed, it's necessary. You know, there's, strength in numbers, and I feel like a lot of people that are just like hyper independent, that is like a fight or flight response, you know, and I don't want to be in that. We're all in our soft girl era, and I feel like truly leaning into that is truly leaning on the shoulders of the ones that care about you and that love you, and you know, so I am over the moon grateful for my community. When I was on my way to a fashion show and I saw this gorgeous girl in a gorgeous green outfit, it was everything. I feel like she made me want to go in my closet and be like, I need to wear neon green more, you know? And then she asked to take a picture of me, and I saw a DM a few days ago about it. So prior to this, I don't think I've ever really heard about it, but I'm glad that I stumbled upon it, you know, right place, right time type of thing. One secret tip, this is something I live by, and I feel like do the things that scare you. You know, I feel like Will Smith said this once, all the best things in life live on the other side of fear. So if you're afraid, it's a good thing. And I know that sounds like so scary, and like everybody in the internet is like worried about being cringe, or, you know, worry about people like perceiving you. And I get it, like I also worry about that too, but like just do it. Do the things that scare you. Shaving my head was probably the scariest thing I could have ever done. It's the scariest thing that like women apparently could go through. Honestly, the reward was worth all the fear that I had felt like that was gonna bring. So yeah, do the things that scare you. You never know what's on the other side.